Okay, so today I just wanted to talk a little bit about like fitness and running and all that good stuff that kind of translates into real life. It's a conversation I've had a lot lately with some of my friends, and some of the stuff I've been listening to, it's kind of repeating itself. The general theme of, little by little getting better. So, when I started running, I could barely run. I had asked my friend if they wanted to run to the store, like literally run to the store. That was only a mile away from where I live. And they were like, do you want to run or just like walk or drive or whatever? And I was like, well, probably a run walk. And they're like, which one? Because what I wear will depend on, what we're doing. And I was like, listen, I want it to be a run, but I know myself and it's probably going to be a lot more walking than running. Which was true. It was only a mile. I thought I was going to die, and I was like, it's just 1 mile. I don't understand. And it was really, really hard, but I did what I could, and it was great. I didn't run home. I walked home after that, got my stuff from the store, whatever, but I felt like, okay, that's step one. I literally ran to the store. 1 mile, I felt like everyone can run a mile, which you can, but it can be really hard. So I always think about that because not that long ago I ran a half marathon. I never thought that I would be able to run a half marathon, but all it takes is like baby steps. So I could barely breathe in that mile, and it was so hard, and I was like, I'm not a runner. I've never been a runner. Well, you can say that about anything in life. Like, well, I'm not that. I don't do that. I've never done that. Well, if you never try it, you're never going to be it. But you can try it and you can like it, or you can try it and you can hate it and then choose not to do that. But I liked running, but it was like short distances. So I went out and I got like proper gear, good running shoes, which, I ran my first 5K in like Champion shoes from Walmart or something because I didn't really have many tennis shoes. Like I think that was like the only pair of actual tennis shoes I had. I was more like boots and sandals and stuff like that. So I highly recommend, if you're gonna do something, get the right stuff to do it. Because after I ran a 5K in the new running shoes, it was amazing. And that was like the first step in committing to it, was just like, no, I'm gonna do this 5K. Oh, was it the hardest 5K ever? And did I feel like I was gonna puke afterwards? Absolutely. And in that moment, I was just like, I don't know, can I keep doing this? Yeah, I could, because I just did. I just kept running the 5Ks, and then I finally decided that I was going to do a whole half marathon. And once I signed up to do that, I just kept adding little by little. And it was very difficult, but I always thought back to that first like real run that I tried, just that 1 mile going to the store, and how hard that was. And every little bit that I added wasn't even as hard as that. So it got a little easier, but it was still really hard because I was constantly pushing myself. And that's the same thing that you should do in life. Is this relationship hard? Is this job hard? Is, just like this task that I have to do, like going to the store, hard? It might be, but you just get up and you do it, and you do little by little. You make small commitments. I didn't commit to a half marathon right away. In fact, I barely thought I was ever going to be able to run the 5K, but I was like, oh, people I know that don't even run 5Ks, so like, I should be able to do a 5K. And then I thought, you know what? If I do it and I have to walk most of it, that is what it is. So if you want to start something and you just have to walk it. And then run as much as you can, or go as fast as you can for whatever the thing that it is that you're doing. So if you're in a relationship, you're unsure of things, take it slowly. It's as simple as that. You can apply this to anything. That's like, it's been, ever since I started running, it's just been like, yeah, this sucks a lot, but it'll get easier, either mentally or physically. And some days are just hard, Some days I run just even a mile, even though I ran, like, I want to say, like, just under 15 is the most I've ever ran. And sometimes running a mile is like running that 15, just because maybe I'm tired that day, maybe I did other things that day. And it's the same thing in life. Maybe it's easy to go to that party and hang out with all your friends and be social and happy and whatever. And then some days, Maybe it's not. Maybe you don't go. Maybe you stay home, watch Netflix by yourself, do whatever you want to do at home. And that's okay. You're allowed to do that. Some days it might be bad for me to run. If, I have an injury or my back hurts or, I take care of that first. So just like anything else in life, you want to take care of yourself mentally first and then take care of other people. So, it's just the same thing. Like, sure, I can do this task, but I need to make sure I'm good first before I do it. So that's all. It's just something that I picked up starting with the running was just like, I thought I could barely run a mile, and then I ended up running almost 15, and I even did a half marathon race. And then I haven't run that far in a long time. I haven't run more than 6 miles in a while, but in April I did a 10 miler, and I hadn't run more than 5 miles probably since January or something. And I did it, and I took it slowly, and I took care of myself, and I stopped when I needed to. So again, just like anything else, do you want to do this project? Do you want to start this thing? Whatever that thing is, whatever your thing is. I'm just saying running because running is that for me, but that's a physical thing, and it doesn't have to be physical. Maybe it's just mentally hard for you to do something, but just do a little by little. Right now, a friend and I are doing something where we just spend 5 minutes doing each activity. That's it. Just start. You can start for 2 minutes, you can start for 5 minutes, whatever time you can carve out, just commit to it, because once you commit, it's a lot easier. So that's it. I just wanted to share, my journey in learning how to continue to run and continue to do things, and how it's helped me mentally in doing other things in life. So hopefully that kind of translates for you, and you can grow from that.